Hey guys, before this video starts, really quickly, I just want to let you know that we're giving away a game of your choice. This is any game from any year for the console of your choosing: PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. So pick a game that you want, pick a console you want, make sure you check out our giveaway video for this, and make sure you follow the rules. It's on our channel. You'll see it of game of your choice, free giveaway. So please check that out. Thank you guys so much and enjoy this video. Warning, spoiler alert for The Walking Dead Season 8. What's up everybody, welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex and I'm here today to talk about Carl's death and what this means for the future of The Walking Dead. So I want to kind of react to how I felt when we saw his bite mark, but more importantly, I want to talk about what this does to The Walking Dead with not just the characters, but even the behind-the-scenes stuff, even the how the show works stuff, because I think this drastically changes almost everything we could have predicted about The Walking Dead. So obviously, if you have not seen the episode, well, it's spoiled already. It's spoiled probably from the title and from the thumbnail as well, but you know, Carl does get bitten. He's going to die. He's not dead yet. He will die in the first episode, back when we come for Season 8B. And so we do get to say our final goodbyes to him. The characters get to say their final goodbyes to him. And let me tell you, I was stunned. I was shocked because, you know, my mom and my dad, like my entire family watches The Walking Dead, and my mom has been like going online and said, you know, she heard or she read that people said that it's possible Carl dies. And I immediately said, no way. I didn't even believe her. I know he cut his hair and all this stuff for a movie role and all that. He's in college. He's growing. But I didn't believe that he was actually going to die. I didn't think that was even remotely possible because I felt like he is the future of The Walking Dead. I felt like, you know, yes, he may want to do other stuff in life. Yes, he may want to go to school and stuff. But at the end of the day, I always envisioned the show and the comics ending where Rick gets bitten and dies, and Carl is left to really control the group. He's the leader of this new world. And I thought that's where it would end. And, you know, the comics can go on forever, and the comics can keep Carl in it forever. But the show will eventually end. And so I really envisioned that mainly for the show, that the final episode, Rick will die, and Carl would be the one to kind of live past him, and he'd be the leader. And the show was starting to do a really good job of making him a leader. He was really standing up for himself. He was making his own calls. We saw in that episode 8 specifically, he was in control of the Alexandria group, the group that Negan himself was attacking. And I thought that the dialogue that those two had together was one of the better scenes The Walking Dead has ever done in their entire careers. That scene was super good where Carl's like, kill me. Negan was like, do you want to die? And just the look on his face, look on Negan's face, look on Jeffrey Dean Morgan's face was truly amazing. I love those two's chemistry, and it sucks that we're not going to see it anymore. We do most likely are going to get to see one more scene where Negan will find out that Carl died, and I want to see what look on his face happens. I want to see what the look on his face is, because I feel like it's going to be really sad. I feel like he is going to be hurt by it. Because, you know, Scott Gimple was even talking that, like, they see each other as peers, or not Carl, but Negan sees Carl as like a peer to him. I don't think there's many people that Negan respects more than Carl, and that's why I love those two's chemistry. But, okay, so Carl is going to die. And what does this do? Well, it ruins my vision of the end of the show. It ruins the whole let's pass it down to the next generation of cast members. The only thing now they could do if they want to do something like what I said is at the very end of the show maybe do a huge jump, like 10, 15 years, and have Judith be a younger female, like a 16, 17, 18-year-old girl, an actress, and have her leading the group. It's possible they do that. Maybe they just end it with Rick kind of winning and him just surviving and leading the group and kind of just say, all right, this is it. This is how we're ending it. But I think this definitely throws a wrench in a lot of things for the show. What I do want to talk about is, like, what does this do for future predicting? Because I thought Carl would be in it for the long run. And yes, I feel like it was him that said, I want out. You know, I'm older now. I've done this for a long time. I want to do different things. I'm tired of my long hair. I want out. And I feel like they did that for him, and they made it work really, really well. I mean, even if they didn't have this planned out, going back to, say, maybe last year, or maybe they did, I don't know. they did a really, really good job with it. But what does this mean for the future? So again, I said in the very beginning, there's going to be spoilers, and obviously Carl's death is one of them, but what does this say for like a character like Negan? So Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a pretty high-named actor. He's not the biggest named actor, but he's a pretty well-known actor that people definitely want in their TV shows and movies. What happens to him? Because he survives the war, and you know he's a prisoner of Rick's. He ends up like living in Alexandria, and when we get to the Whisperers and stuff, Negan actually helps Rick and is a main player in the main wars against the Whisperers. So Negan is in this probably until the end. And so, you know, when they're going to go into the Whisperers arc of the TV show, I expect Negan to be there the entire time. But what if he's not? What if Carl's death like just says, hey, anybody can die? Maybe Rick will kill Negan at the end of the season. You know, how long can they keep Jeffrey Dean Morgan on the show? Is 2 years as much as he'll do? Does he want to do more? Is he too expensive with the show's ratings continuing to go down? Do they have enough money to keep him? Like, what does this mean? Is he going to survive? Who is going to survive? We know Rick's going to survive. We know Daryl's going to survive. We know Maggie's going to survive. And we know a couple other key names that'll live. Ezekiel for now. But what about Negan? Are they going to actually kill him, or will they let him live? And I do want to talk about that maybe in another video towards the end of this season, what I think. I think they'll let him live, because I think he's just a phenomenal character that I know some people don't like, but I think those people are pretty stupid. And I think overall he's a phenomenal character, but killing Carl definitely changes things, because it makes me a little more weary of what they're going to do. It's hard to predict now when it's like, well, they just killed one of the main characters, the character that's been with us since the very beginning, Rick's son, a character that I thought would be in it until the very, very end and eventually be the leader of the group when the show is done. Like when the world is still living, but the show isn't filming, you know, in that kind of world, Carl would have always been there, and he would lead them until he dies. Now that's not happening, so maybe it's just going to happen where it's just Rick is going to continue to lead forever. I don't know what this does to the future storyline of The Walking Dead, but I know it definitely is keeping things interesting. That was one of the better episodes they've ever done. That was the most shocked I've ever been. It's going to be a truly sad next episode, having to see Rick say goodbye to Carl. I mean, last time Rick lost somebody really close to him was Lori, and we know what happened there. I don't think that's going to happen again. I don't think he's going to go nearly as insane. Maybe not even at all. I just feel like he knows that things like this could possibly happen. I feel like Carl is going to give a really nice goodbye speech to Rick, telling him to, like, don't worry, like, I'm going to be okay. Like, don't freak out like you did last time, kind of. So, it'll be very exciting. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think this does to The Walking Dead. What do you think this means for the future of it? And again, I'm going to be doing a couple more videos once the season comes back for Season 8B, and then we'll talk about it at the end of it once the season's over, and we'll do a couple other videos, like I said, maybe about Negan and about other aspects of the show. So, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now, like and share the video, and I will see you guys on the next Walking Dead video.